Iceland, my 70th adopted home. Visiting a Nordic country. Our World Travels 2023. iMovie number 48, 2023. Iceland, Nordic island nation, is a sparsely populated land of dramatic landscapes, hot springs, geysers, northern light or aurora borealis, and active volcanoes. Lava fields cover much of the land. The glacier Vatnajokull covers about 8% of the country's landmass. The word geyser is from Iceland. More than 30 active volcanic regions are scattered across the island. Reykjavik. More than 250,000 Icelanders live in and around the capital city of Reykjavik, the northernmost capital in the world. The city runs on geothermal power. Most of the buildings in Reykjavik are built after World War II. Reykjavik is the fifth city in the world to be selected as a UNESCO City of Literature, in large part owing to the importance of its medieval manuscripts. With building boom going on, the city appears to be in a great rush to build itself into a modern metropolis, including a mega hospital complex. The water in Iceland is extremely pure. Iceland is located on tectonic plates and is known for frequent volcanic eruptions and numerous geysers. Back in 1944, Iceland gained independence and it is a unitary parliamentary republic. Iceland has neither a standing army nor a single McDonald's restaurant. One can see midnight sun from June to July. Iceland is one of the countries in the world where you can see red northern light. Earthquakes and volcanic eruptions are fairly common. Iceland sits on the meeting of two tectonic plates. One is American plate and the other one is Eurasian plate. In size it is 80% of England, but it has a population of only 380,000 people. There are some 310,000 automobiles and 1 million sheep. Settlement of Iceland began in the late 9th century. In the following centuries, Norwegians and Scandinavians immigrated to Iceland. Iceland had one of the first parliaments in the world, dating all the way back to 930 ACE. Many of the early settlers to Iceland were Vikings or Celts. Iceland is a high-income country with a mighty handsome 2023 estimated purchasing power parity PCI of US $70,000. The economy squarely rests on aluminum smelting, fishing industry and tourism. Universal access to healthcare is a law of the land. All the citizens rely on National Health Service, state-run hospitals and primary healthcare centers at minimal charge. Maternal mortality rate was 3 deaths per 100,000 live births. Current infant mortality rate for Iceland is declining and is 1.005 deaths per 1,000 live births. Jokusarlon means Glacier's River Lagoon. It is one of the crown jewels of Iceland. Quote, it appears as a ghostly procession of luminous blue icebergs, unquote. It is a large glacial lake in southern part of Vatnajokull National Park. The lake covers an area of 8 square kilometers or 6.9 miles. The average depth is 153 meters or 502 feet. Next door to Glacier's River Lagoon lies the Diamond Beach. The ice chunks lying on the black beach resemble diamonds glistening in the sun. 16 popular movies and TV shows have been filmed in Iceland. Imposing mountains, black volcanic deserts, inviting rocky beaches, endless fields filled with snow, and rugged glaciers make Iceland a perfect location for filming. James Bond series A View to Kill and Die Another Day, the Star Wars saga, the Game of Thrones series, Tomb Raider, The Batsman Begins are just a few names to mention. Iceland follows the Nordic education system and accordingly divides the program into four phases of play school, basic compulsory, upper secondary, and higher. Basic compulsory education begins at age 6 and lasts for 10 years. Most institutions are funded by state. Students only need to pay registration fees. There are no tuition fees. Literary rate is 99%. Northern light or aurora borealis is a natural light display in the sky. It is predominantly seen in high altitude Arctic regions like Iceland, Alaska, and Norway. Aurora display dynamic patterns of brilliant lights that appear as curtains, rays, spirals, or dynamic flickers covering the entire sky. Auroras are the results of disturbances in magnetosphere caused by solar wind. We were lucky enough to witness green-colored northern light as we were approaching Reykjavik at night. It was an experience of a lifetime. Icelandic sheep is one of the purest breeds of sheep in the world. Their meat, milk, and wool are priceless to the Icelanders. As the Icelandic sheep roam the countryside, they are an integral part of the Icelandic landscape. They are experts in finding food in Icelandic rocky and rugged terrain on their own. Icelandic horses have a unique gait built and have not been mixed with other breeds for over 1,000 years.
It's here for growing things inside and
Halldór Kilhjálmsson Laxness was an Icelandic writer and a winner of 1955 Nobel Prize in Literature. On the way back to Reykjavik, we drove by the picturesque valley where the Nobel laureate used to live. Surtsey Island, Vatnajokull National Park, and Þingvellir are Iceland's three UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Written, narrated, and produced by M.S. Patil, Beyond the Shadow of Doubt, from the very heart of Chicago, Illinois, USA. Thank you kindly, October 2023.